Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. And it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Washington football team. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Harris. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Harris. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw is Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Harris slings this deep from McLaurin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get him up for the sack. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Harris slings this deep from McLaurin, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team try. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Screenplay, Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give running right, Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Operating from the gun, Harris. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Harris off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson caught right side. Davis.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a good teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Gibson. A strong running. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 2nd down. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Another good throw there on what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Harris. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Gibson. It's a room to maneuver. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
A handoff for Carter. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Carter. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Keep playing hard.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Wilson will throw again. They'll check this one down to Carter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I can't believe they even let you play. No, check that.
Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
They'll run with Carter. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, and his pass incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Harris looking to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Harris. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down at 4.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now it's Wilson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up third down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes left side, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play action with Wilson. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll give to Carter here on the option. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Harris on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Harris. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Harris. Under pressure, and down he goes. There goes a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Carter, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a 10th win on the year as they move